Yeah, preamble. Yeah, we got the preamble that's on the website now, and women can have a look at it, and then they can take it from there, and basically meet every 8th of March for AGM in Zanzibar. Basically, have an association for all women in the world with a fee, monthly fee, and as you can see, that generate like billions of dollars, and already then you'd be a dynamic, having a lot of weight behind whatever it is you got to talk about and do, really, whatever that really is up to women's rights, they would have that financial force behind it because of them coming together in numbers with one purpose, a constitution. Now, the question was the reaction of women when I talk about this that I've experienced, and I kind of like tried to answer it in a way of like trying to explain why the reactions are the way they are. And to be fair, to be fair, what I'm asking of them is to come up with another version of the Human Rights Charter, you know, and that was the most brilliant thinkers of the world at that time after the Second World War who decided they need to come up with this Human Rights Charter, and it took a lot of effort, and it was really individuals who felt that they would have to take the responsibility of the planet's future in their own hands. Now here I am coming to people whose hands are filled with other responsibilities, other ideas and other visions of what is most important, who have not deducted the problem down to where I have, as the solution being women's issues being the most important dynamic, the common denominator for changing everything, including conflict resolution, and thereby peace on earth. That's how far I've gone, right? So being a nice guy, of course, women find that appealing, but then being that far gone, it's a bit like, ooh, it's too much to take on because it's far from reality. It's a dreamer. So we got to meet somewhere in between. So we got to have a process that basically looks at it. And nobody else has taken on that task since the founders of the United Nations. And that has failed drastically for the exact same reasons. That the people who came up with it had a clear idea of why they're coming up with it, and the people who got involved in the United Nations thereafter only saw a platform for forwarding whatever it was they had, the limited visions, limited agendas, and whatever. So you have this monstrosity of the United Nations that exists now. But as a template, that is, if we were to create a constitution for women's rights, it would be the United Nations Charter for Human Rights, and that's what I would propose for the women who are into these type of things, who really look at those things, who've worked with organizations. They can imagine that you have an organization where $3.5 billion is paid in every month. You have a sovereign fund, basically, you know, a structure that everybody has to reckon with, and some serious teeth to your bark as women. That is always recommended in the type of world that we live in. That's enough power to buy areas of the rainforest if that's what you want to take care of. To close down entire industries and still be able to recompense people who are laid off because of it. Those type of things are very possible if you have the money and the will, and that's the whole idea with the Kumam Records Constitution. But like I said, the paradigm in which people wish to excel, that is a paradigm by which they measure their progress. And so therefore, I couldn't possibly come demanding that they put as much effort into my vision as they would into their progress within the paradigm that is eating us. But I, on the other hand, cannot back down, because we can all see what the exploitation of the earth is leading us to, and that's the destruction of our future.